representative of Namibia to the African Union, as well as Ethiopia. We have got the representative of the Honorable Minister of Works and Transport of the Republic of Namibia, as well as the first Vice Chair of AMCOMET, and that's the representative from the government of the Republic of Zambia. May I kindly request His Excellency, the Commissioner, the Honorable Representative of the Minister of Namibia, the first Vice Chair, as well as, yes, those three to move to the podium. We also have the Dr. Gianluca, who is logged in online representing the European Union. So his seat will be vacant for now, but we know that he's with us virtually. While they are moving up, just to remind you that we are here for the launch of the SEWA project. That's the Space for Early Warning. The Space for Early Warning, this is a program that has been spoken a lot about during yesterday, and without taking much time, would kindly request the representative of the Republic of Zambia to come to the podium and make his opening remarks or his remarks related to the launch. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Excellency Jonas Shillong, Deputy Executive Director, representative of the Minister of Transport of Namibia. Excellency Moses Vilakati, Commissioner for Agriculture, Rural Development, Blue Economy, Sustainable Development, the African Union. Excellency Gianluca Tony, representative of the EU delegation to the African Union. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, development partners, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great honor and distinct privilege that as the representative of the chair of the African Ministerial Conference on Meteorology, AMCOMET, I extend a warm welcome to you all at this official launch of the Space Early Warning Systems for Africa, the SEWA program. This gathering marks not merely an event, but a profound milestone in our collective and unwavering commitment to forging a truly climate resilient Africa. Here, early warning systems are no longer just a strategic necessity, they are a profound moral imperative. Africa continues to bear a disproportionate burden from the escalating impacts of climate variability and extreme weather events. These challenges relentlessly threaten lives, erode livelihoods, and undermine the of our continuous ambitious development aspirations. In this critical context, the ClimSA and SEWA initiatives emerge as indispensable instruments designed to bridge the critical gaps between scientific understanding and actionable response. They underscore our shared resolve to translate sophisticated climate knowledge into immediate, impactful early warning action, thereby empowering communities with timely, accurate, and truly actionable information. These initiatives stand as great examples of our dedication to transforming climate science into tangible benefits. They achieve this by strengthening the capacities of our national meteorological and hydrological services, NMHSs, enhancing critical data sharing and forecasting capabilities, and most importantly, ensuring that vital, accessible early warning information reaches those who stand to benefit most, which is our vulnerable communities across the continent. The African Ministerial Conference on Meteorology remains a strong advocate for enhancing the continent's hydrometeorological capacities. We support the operationalization of end-to-end early warning systems, the mainstreaming of climate services into national planning, and the strengthening of our national meteorological and hydrological services. Just recently, we published the Implementation and Resource Mobilization Plan of the Integrated African Strategy on Meteorology, a roadmap that outlines actionable steps to enhance the role of meteorological services in climate adaptation, disaster risk reduction, water management, health, agriculture, and more. I invite all stakeholders to support a coordinated implementation. As we launch the SEWA, the successor to ClimSA, and the program implementing the Abidjan Declaration, to which we all committed in 2018, let SEWA be truly transformative. Let it serve not only as a vibrant platform to showcase our commendable progress, but more significantly, as a dynamic catalyst to forge deeper, more robust partnerships, to strategically align our efforts like never before, and to profoundly amplify African voices within the global climate discourse. I earnestly encourage all stakeholders present to engage openly, to collaborate deeply and meaningfully, and to innovate boldly, pushing the boundaries of what we can achieve together. In closing, I wish to express our profound gratitude to the African Union, the World Meteorological Organization, the European Union, UMETSAT, and all esteemed technical and development partners for their unwavering support and invaluable collaboration. Let us stride forward from this moment with a renewed sense of urgency and unshakable unity. Together, and only together, can we truly build a safer, more climate resilient future for every corner of Africa. I thank you.
Thank you. The Republic of Zambia would now invite the EU representative online. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chair. I hope you can hear me.
Loud and clear. Thank you.
Very good. So, Your Excellency, Ambassador Moses Filakati, the African Union Commissioner for Agriculture, Rural Development, Blue Economy and Sustainable Environment, the Deputy Executive Director in the Department of Transport at the Ministry of Works and Transport of the Republic of Namibia, Mr. Jonas Shilongo, the First Vice Chair of the African Ministerial Conference on Meteorology and Director of Meteorological Department of Zambia, Mr. Edson Nkonde, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you today, even though online, to officially launch Space for Early Warning, which is a cornerstone initiative of the Africa-EU Space Partnership Program. I would like to express my appreciation to the Government of Namibia and the African Union Commission, particularly the Department for Agriculture, Rural Development, Blue Economy and Sustainable Environment, for organizing this first joint ClimSA and SEWA forum, bringing together all parties and stakeholders of these two closely related actions into which the European Union is deeply invested. The EU considers that in order to achieve the ambitious target of the UN Early Warning for All initiative, which is that every person on Earth covered by early warnings should be covered by early warnings by 2027, it is essential to build on existing systems, ensuring synergies and complementarities. The systems developed by the European Union for monitoring, forecasting and early warning, among which Copernicus stands out, are regularly improved and updated. A range of EU-supported programs, starting from ClimSA and the Africa-EU Space Partnership Program, but also GMES in Africa, the Team Europe Initiative on Climate Change Adaptation and Resilience in Africa, which includes a sizable contribution to the global shields against climate risks and to the African risk capacity, they all use Copernicus data, which are free and openly accessible. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, as we enter a new phase of the Global Gateway, the flagship initiative of the European Union aimed at supporting the development of sustainable and interconnected infrastructure around the world, the ambition is to go from startup to scale up. When translated into the space cooperation, this means boosting Africa's space capabilities and leveraging space technologies to improve natural resource management, enhance disaster risk prevention, mitigation and response, as well as create opportunities for economic growth and investment. Space for Early Warning will pursue these goals inter alia by establishing the African Meteorological Satellite Application Facility and promoting impact-based forecast services via enhanced Earth observation data. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, as you are aware, this year we celebrate the 25th anniversary of the African Union-European Partnership, a quarter century of collaborative efforts to address the most pressing challenges facing our continents, but also to harness opportunities for shared prosperity. At the third AU-EU ministerial meeting held on 21st May in Brussels, African and European leaders recognized the critical importance of supporting disaster risk management and early warning in Africa, proceeding from their reiterated commitment to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change and the Paris Agreement. The program we are inaugurating today is a tangible manifestation of such commitment, as we aim to strengthen African institutions' capacities to access, process, and utilize space-based data to mitigate the impact of climate-related disasters. The African Union Commission plays a critical role in advocating across the African continent for the importance of space for early warning and how it can contribute to the global early warning for all target. I wish to commend Commissioner Vilakati and his team for their relentless work. As I mentioned earlier, Space for Early Warning is a pillar of the larger Africa-EU Space Partnership Program, announced at the European Space Conference in Brussels in January and launched officially in April 2025 on the premises of the African Space Agency in Cairo. As we inaugurate another component of this larger program, I can only emphasize the critical importance of collaboration, coordination, and joint action to achieve intended goals. In conclusion, allow me to express my gratitude to all parties and stakeholders involved in the Space for Early Warning program and to reaffirm our commitment to continue working with the African Union Commission and specialized agencies in their efforts to promote sustainable development, climate action, and disaster risk management across the continent. Together, we are going to make an impact, and we at the European Union delegation to the African Union are honored to be part of this journey. Thank you. I wish you successful deliberations.
Thank you very much, EU. We appreciate the generous support, and we also extend that appreciation to the various institutions that are actually supporting the process or the program, including the UMETSET, GRC, WMO, and so forth. So basically, just to say we appreciate all the entities that are involved, including climate or regional climate centers. And on this note, I would want to invite His Excellency, the Commissioner, for him to also deliver his remarks. Excellency, you have the floor.
Thank you, Dr. Nyambe, the MC. Are we well today? Can I see those who are happy? Your Excellency, you are not happy. Director of Ceremonies, the representative of the Honorable Minister for Works, Public Transport of the Republic of Namibia, Mr. Shilongo, the head of the Policy and Cooperation of the EU delegation to the African Union, Your Excellency, the Ambassador of Namibia to the AU and Ethiopia, who happens to be chair of the environment portfolio, so I need to be careful. Representative of the Executive Secretary of SADC, and all regs present, AMCOMET representative, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all today. I'm not hearing a now in the morning I want to see vibrancy. I am delighted to be part of the official launch of the Space for Early Warning in Africa, commonly known as SEWA program, whose main objective is to enhance African capacities to produce and deliver space-based services, applications, data and information for early warning systems related to hazardous weather or climate events. Allow me to appreciate from the onset the warm hospitality of the government of the Republic of Namibia, which is also the chair of the 9th Africa Regional Platform for Disaster Risk Reduction. This is indeed testament of the governments of Namibia's unwavering commitment to the Pan-African Vision and Agenda 2063. Our journey to where we are today started in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire in September 2018, where the Abidjan Declaration was signed by the chair of the African Ministerial Conference on Meteorology, AMCOMET, the African Union Commission, and the regional economic communities, with the regional climate centers, partners, and stakeholders witnessing the signing event. The Abidjan Declaration, signed in 2018, focuses on leveraging the Meteosat third generation satellite system for improved weather and climate services in Africa. It also emphasizes the need to strengthen African capacities to utilize data from the new generation of satellites for operational services, warning systems through the establishment and operationalization of the African Meteorological Application Facility, which is known as AMSAF. I would like wholeheartedly the European Union for providing financial support that has enabled us to translate the Abidjan Declaration into the Space for Early Warning in Africa project, which you are about today. The SEWA project is expected to achieve the following. One, enhance resilience of member states through improved access to and use of Earth observation, meteorological data, and weather services. I think I would like to emphasize the issue of access. Also, to strengthen human capacities, knowledge, and community shaping across the early warning value chains with a focus on space-based data and technologies. Also, to strengthen coordination with institutional frameworks for hazardous weather and climate early warning and knowledge sharing across regions through the establishment and operationalization of the African Meteorological Satellite Application Facility, commonly called AMSAF, and to strengthen impact-based forecasting capabilities and continental, regional, and national levels. With the World Economic Forum predicting extreme events as the first-rank risk among the risks to be experienced during the next decade, it is undeniable that the SEWA program has come at the right time and right moment. I'm therefore pleased to note that the conceptualization of SEWA was not done in isolation, as it builds on some of the work of ClimSA, particularly meteorological and climate equipment, which is deployed under ClimSA, and weather and climate services for risks reduction. Strategy sustainable agri-food systems in Africa and the African Union Climate and Resilient Development Strategy. Objective of the law the implementation to share information our member states. Let me take this opportunity once again to thank the European Union for the financial support and Ministerial Conference on Meteorology, AMCOMET, for the exploitation of meteorological satellites. The European Center for Medium Range Meteorological Organization. What we're about today. I wish to reiterate my personal and the African Union Commission's commitment to supporting our member states in the implementation of the SEWA program. May they know that we are there for them. Help move forward. We move together towards Africa getting the best data, being informed of the be it floods, whatsoever. One thing, I thank you. And today is the we are launching it. And indeed, we are launching it. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, inspiring words. May I now invite Mr. Jonas Shilongo, who is representing Minister of Works and Transport of the Republic of Namibia. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Director of Ceremonies. And I think I would like to start by thanking you for moderating this event. Because at the end, when we'll be thanking each other, we always have a tendency of forgetting to thank our Director of Ceremonies. Your Excellency, Mr. Moses Vilakati, Commissioner of Agriculture, Rural Development, Blue Economy and Sustainable Environment of the African Union Commission, Ambassador Tambapewa Muvangwa, Ambassador of Namibia to Ethiopia and the AU, representative of the AU delegation, Ms. Agnes Kijazi, WMO Director for Africa Regional Office, distinguished partners of Weather and Climate Services, representatives from the regional economic communities, representatives from regional climate centers, representatives from the National Meteorological Services and climate centers of member states. Let me not forget the representatives of the Zambian government and first vice chair of ANCOMET, Mr. Edson Conte, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is once again my pleasure to deliver this speech on behalf of the Republic of Namibia, and specifically the Minister of Works and Transport on this landmark occasion, the official launch of SEWA, Space for Early Warning in Africa. This event marks a significant milestone, not only for Namibia, but for the African continent and beyond. SEWA is more than just an initiative. It is a commitment to ensure that no one is left behind when it comes to early warnings and disaster preparedness. It is about using cutting-edge space technology and satellite-based systems to deliver accurate, timely, and inclusive information that can help save lives, protect livelihoods, and build resilience in the face of disasters. As a country that has experienced both prolonged droughts and devastating floods, Namibia understands all too well the importance of having reliable and accessible early warning systems. The effects of climate change are becoming more pronounced, more unpredictable, and more costly. This makes initiatives like SEWA not only timely, but urgent. Today marks not only the unveiling of a vital program, but also a shared commitment among nations, institutions, and communities to strengthen early warning systems, enhance disaster preparedness, and leverage the power of space technology for the protection of lives and livelihoods. On behalf of the government of the Republic of Namibia, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to all partners, both local and international, who have worked tirelessly to make this initiative possible. Your dedication underscores the importance of global solidarity in the face of growing climate disaster-related challenges. Allow me to acknowledge the presence of our esteemed partners from the United Nations, the African Union, the World Meteorological Organization, the European Union, and the many regional and national agencies whose technical and financial contributions have brought SEWA to life. Ladies and gentlemen, the launch of SEWA comes at a critical time. Our region, like many others across the globe, is increasingly exposed to climate-induced disasters, namely, but not limited to, droughts, floods, wildfires, and cyclones, among others. These events disproportionately affect the most vulnerable in our societies, threatening food security, health systems, and economic development. Early warning systems are no longer a luxury, they are a necessity. But to be effective, they must be timely, inclusive, accurate, and accessible to all, particularly those living in rural and remote communities. This is where SEWA plays a transformative role. By harnessing space-based technologies, remote sensing data, and integrated forecasting models, SEWA seeks to build a Pan-African early warning ecosystem, one that bridges the gap between science and service delivery, between observation and action. Namibia is proud to serve as the host country for this launch and as an active participant in its rollout. As a nation with vast geographic diversity, from desert landscapes to floodplains, we recognize the strategic importance of accurate forecasting and rapid response in safeguarding our environment and our people. Ladies and gentlemen, as we gather here today, let us not only celebrate this launch, but also commit ourselves to sustain collaboration and implementation. The success of SEWA hinges not just on technology, but on the strength of our partnerships, the sharing of data, the integration of traditional knowledge, and the empowerment of communities. I therefore call upon governments, civil societies, academia, and private sector to engage fully with the SEWA initiative. Let us ensure that no one is left behind and that early warnings truly becomes early action for all. In conclusion, I wish to express our deep appreciation to every organization and individual who has contributed to the realization of SEWA. Your vision and commitment brings hope for a safer, more resilient Africa. Let this be the beginning of a journey marked by cooperation, innovation, and above all, the determination to protect our people and the planet. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jonas Chilongo, Deputy ED, the Minister of Works and Transport of the Republic of Namibia. We'll now move to the symbolic part of launching the SEWA project, and that will involve the signing, which will be done on the table that is before us, and may I kindly invite Jolie to facilitate that. Actually, it's being facilitated by Ahmad. Ma'am, you can bring the document on top of the table. Thank you. So if we can provide a pen as well, and we'll kindly request His Excellency the Commissioner to be the first signatory. Thank you, Your Excellency. We'll now invite the representative of the Republic of Zambia standing in for AMCOMET. May I invite Mr. Jonas Shilongo, the Deputy ED, the Minister of Works and Transport. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, the EU, they have to do it using AI. So for now, we can proceed to the press conference. But before then, we would kindly request that all the signatories could stand next to the table and hold the certificates or the documents that they've signed for the group photo, and thereafter they will go for a press conference. We'll remove the table as well. Thank you very much to the high table. May we now invite you outside for the media interview, the three of you. And I think on that note, the rest can maybe go and benefit from tea and coffee while the media interview is being conducted. Thank you very much for your patience.